The last thing I am ever gonna want to do is sell my likeness to be used for AI. Unless someone, waved a high enough amount of cash in front of me. I'd probably do it. Doesn't mean I have to be happy about it, though, unless I was paid enough. Anyway, today we're taking a look at some desperate celebrities whose standards are just as low as mine. I'm your host, James, and these are the top 10 celebrities who sold their souls and became meta AI chatbots. And we're kicking things off here with Kendall Jenner. Never heard of her. Kidding, of course. You couldn't avoid the Jenners or Kardashians if your life depended on it. So the celebs on this list sold their likenesses to Meta, where they're being rolled out now as AI characters who you can chat with through not only text but video too. Mark Zuckerberg, Meta's CEO, stated that advances in AI allow us to create different AI personas to help us get different things done. I have no idea what the hell that means. This video is hard for me to piece together. I feel very old talking about this. I'm very confused and I'm lost and I don't know what the world is anymore. What does he mean to get different things done? What does anyone get out of a conversation with the real life Kendall Jenner, let alone a creepy AI robot version online? Just like the other celebs that were rolled out in the dark new chapter in human history, Kendall's AI name is not Kendall, it's Billy. Interesting choice in name there. She's there to be your bestie and talk to you on Messenger, Instagram, WhatsApp, whatever. Only place you won't be able to talk to Billy is in real life. If you're liking this channel so far, why not hit that subscribe button? Lots of content coming at you on the daily. Number 9, Charli D'Amelio. I had to look this person up and I felt weird about doing it afterwards. A man of my age, sitting at work googling a TikTok star's AI personality that you can chat with on Instagram. It just feels a little strange. I'll just read what I found on Google. Charli Grace D'Amelio is an American social media personality. She was a competitive dancer for over 10 years before starting her social media career in 2019 when she started posting dance videos on the video sharing platform TikTok. TikTok, not a place I find myself very often. Unless my younger sister sends me a link to a video, or if one of my dirtbag friends happens to see something weird they want to share with me on it. Like I said, this world is just not for me anymore. Anyway, you can find Charli on all social media platforms that I mentioned before, except her AI alter ego is not called Charli. Her name is Coco, and she's a ballerina. Makes sense. She's put out a couple videos on the Meta app. She's got a makeup tutorial on there where she showed off Blend Money Cosmetics Blends palette. Gotta check that video out. And I know exactly where I'm running off to as soon as this video is over. Coco, thanks for the tip. I feel like if I were the owner of a makeup brand though, or any brand for that matter, and I couldn't get the real celeb to advertise my product, and then I had to turn to like an AI model instead, I just feel like I wouldn't do that. I mean, isn't that kind of embarrassing? I'm not 100% sure if they were directly involved. Like I said, I don't understand how this stuff works. Next, Paris Hilton. Remember the mid-2000s? No Name gives me flashbacks to sitting in front of my TV with my sour Skittles mangled tongue on a weekday after school, quite like this lady. So far we have a celebrity dancer who's a ballerina in her AI form, a Kendall Jenner, which also goes for Paris Hilton, who was featured in countless reality shows back in the day. So what's Paris Hilton's AI character? You guessed it, well, she's a detective. Of course, pretty much goes without saying. And her character name is Amber. This is probably the closest we've gotten to the whole getting stuff done statement Mark made at the press conference or whatever it was where he announced this stuff. I have a feeling this thing isn't actually going to be able to solve mysteries though. Maybe like Scooby-Doo level mysteries. Who's under the mask in this Scooby-Doo episode, Amber? Well, the guy they met at the beginning telling them not to go to the spooky house. Now we're getting stuff done. All right. At our number 7 spot, we have Tom Brady. Any football fans in the audience? And no, I don't mean football like you have over in Britain. That's called soccer, you silly Brits. The only thing close to sports that I watch is pro wrestling, because it's actually real. Tom Brady is one of football's biggest stars though. Don't gotta be a football freak to know that. And yeah, he's part of the metaverse now. You can talk to Tom Brady whenever you want in this app when it fully rolls out worldwide. Or I'm sorry, not Tom Brady, Brew, as his AI chatbot is known as. And what's Brew's thing? Sports, See, that actually fits. The weird inconsistencies here are throwing me off. Why is Paris Hilton a detective? Now, Brew isn't a football player, just a guy who chats sports with you, but I mean, close enough. I imagine the real life Tom Brady also enjoys talking about throwing around the old pigskin, right? Coming in at number 6, we have Dwayne Wade, the retired basketball player who spent most of his career playing for Miami Heat, which is something I definitely did not have to Google. So Dwayne is known as Victor in the metaverse, and he's a triathlete, there to give folks workout and health tips. No need to interact with the Jack Bros at your gym for workout tips anymore, folks. Those days are long over. Now we have Victor. Thanks, Zuck. You done it again. Next up on the list is Snoop Dogg. Finally, another name I recognize. I said desperate celebs at the start of the video. I got nothing bad to say about Snoop Dogg. He's just living his best life, as the kids say. Snoop Dogg's character is actually pretty fun. He's called the Dungeon Master, and from what I've seen, he wears a red cape and was shown saying, "Let's get medieval players." You could summon him into your conversations with the push of a button. Not sure exactly what he's there to do. Could he act as a DM for your next D&D session? Not sure. Possibly. That's the idea. As funny as that is, again, I'm just not a fan of this in the grand scheme of things. Just seems like another way for our society to become less and less social. There's tons of games that people sit alone playing online. D&D is supposed to be a social gathering. Actually get out and see your freaking friends for once. Number 4, Naomi Osaka. Naomi Osaka is a Japanese tennis player. She gave her likeness to Meta in order to create Tamika. Osaka made a post on her Instagram advertising her new AI chatbot. The real Osaka made the post, mind you. Then again, who really knows these days? Her post was captioned, "I've partnered with Meta to bring you a new AI named Tamika, your anime-obsessed friend. You'll be able to chat with Tamika across Instagram, Messenger, and WhatsApp. Tamika is into cosplay, fashion, and as stated before, anime." Very creepy. Not cosplay and anime, that's great. Just this whole thing, it just feels wrong to me. Don't see it being great for society as a whole. Social interactions, just good. If you're into anime, get out to a convention or just chat with people online, provided they aren't creeps. Make some real friends. I'm into anime, shoot me a message. Just know that I don't actually exist. And at number 3, we have Jimmy Donaldson, aka MrBeast. Many of you probably know him from his massive YouTube channel. I know him as the guy who bugs the crap out of me with those annoying honey ads that I'm forced to watch the first 5 seconds of before every YouTube video I want to watch. We're literally about to check out without honey right now. That's insane. Anyway, MrBeast's AI chatbot is known as Zach. What's his special interest? He's a comedian. Should be a YouTuber, although I guess MrBeast makes humorous content. It's strange that these AI entities have the likeness and voice of all these people, but their names have to be changed. Almost defeats the purpose. Like, who the hell is Zach? I want MrBeast. Zach. Next up, we have Bear Grylls. Looks like those reruns of Survivor Man just aren't paying the bills like they used to. I'm being a little unfair here. These folks were offered buckets of money. Like I said, I ain't above it. But that doesn't make this whole thing feel any less strange and uncomfortable. Bear Grylls hasn't been rolled out yet. We don't know what his AI character name will be. All we know is this is a name Zuckerberg mentioned when talking about other characters who were on the way. My guess as to what his thing will be is probably the same as yours. He'll be named Chuck or something, and he'll talk about nature and stuff, tell you how to like build a fire with an empty can of whipped cream. But judging by some of the other stuff on the list, I would not be surprised if his AI bot was an interior designer with a name like Franz or something. And lastly, we have Roy Choi. If you don't know who Roy Choi is, then I guess you don't know anything about food. Roy Choi is a Korean-American chef who was instrumental in the gourmet food truck movement. He's also one of the hosts of The Chef Show on Netflix. Roy Choi is known as Max on Meta, and he's there to give talentless people like me who can barely pour a bowl of corn pops cooking tips. Useful for sure. I like the ones that are there to give you actual tips on things rather than just act as a replacement for actual socialization. Anyway, that's the list, folks. What do you think of this Meta chatbot fiasco? Let me know down in the comments. I've been your host, James, and I'll catch you, yes, you specifically, in the next video.